Us?
A.
Is it only just A's, or do they give you other
I mean, they it's
letters?
like a. So I'm doing right now. Some classes I take on a platform. So for
Okay.
if there is somebody who goes to college as I am,
Yeah.
in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and they do online degree, there is
Yeah.
a way to get some classes done outside of the university. It's called
Ooh.
Sophia Learning. Ask your advisor about this. So I asked my because AI, oh, thank you, told me to do that. Like it literally told me like, because I, so this is like, I realized it yesterday. I constantly am hating on AI, even though I'm using it constantly every single day.
I
So
mean, good
I'm
cop, bad cop. You know.
ungrateful. I'm just ungrateful when it comes to this. But yeah, so AI agent was smart enough to suggest Sophia because it asked me, "What is your goal?" And I was like, "Okay, so for
Yeah.
bachelor, I actually just want to finish it faster. Masters, there is
Okay.
no way for me to do that. But bachelors, I need to do that faster." And it said about Sophia Learning, you go there, you work with your advisor to make sure that the classes
Yeah.
which you take on Sophia Learning will get transferred, and and you will get the credit. You won't get a grade, but you'll get a credit. That's what's important when you do that
So
faster.
it's not helping your GPA,
It's
but
not
you get
helping
the
you, but
credits.
also in my case, I you know how I used to say that I hated reading. And
Yeah.
now I read constantly and all the time, and I love reading. At this point in my life, I hate writing. So,
Really, you're
no,
gonna love
yeah,
it.
yeah, eventually, hopefully. But so what I'm doing, I am taking all the English classes which I needed to take for like writing essays and stuff.
Yeah.
I take it on Sophia Learning, so I can get a passing grade because I know the first essay was easy. That's why it was A. Later, it's not gonna be
It's gonna be
that
harder.
easy.
Okay.
It's gonna be harder. So I can get a passing grade on the Sophia Learning, right, and get a credit transferred, and it won't ruin. You say it won't help your GPA. In my case, it won't ruin GPA. So what I'm doing right now, I'm literally going through. Like this morning, I went through some classes and I found class which I think I might fail. So I'm gonna take them on a platform, get the passing grade, like whatever that
Yeah.
is, like
Yeah.
C. It's basically C, and then
Yeah.
have them transferred. And at school, I'm just gonna take the classes I nail. Like statistics, psychology, and all of that stuff.
Statistics.
Yeah, I'm gonna start applied statistics in May.
I
So,
mean, are you good at statistics?
well, first of all, I'm good at everything. I want to be good at it. you know. I mean, my
I think.
logic. I have, I
Yeah.
have, I have skills. I think will help me. So, like, my logical thinking is very good. Critical thinking is good. Math. Well, you don't need math in 2026 with AI and stuff. So they can
You
calculate.
still do. You still
They can
do.
calculate. So my advisor was like, "Are you good with Excel?" And I'm like, "Oh my god." That's gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be hard, but I'm still gonna nail it. I know.
Yeah. I mean, you'll learn some things. Well, it's
Yeah,
exciting, man.
it is. It is. But like AI, I feel like even today I was thinking maybe that's why I never got. I okay. I didn't go to school earlier to finish it, just
Yeah.
because I was waiting for AI to be here. I'm not.
That's not true.
That's not true, of course. I'm not using it to write anything, obviously, but I do use a lot for brainstorming because it is allowed to
Yeah.
brainstorm, to ask questions of like to study. Like it
Yeah.
helps in school a lot, a lot. Yeah. So I was writing another essay, an informative essay. You need to analyze the poster, the ad poster, and
Okay.
I dropped a few into Claude, and I was like, which ones you would pick? I didn't pick the one they pick. I still
Sure.
went with
Yeah,
my
yeah,
choice,
yeah.
but it
So
was
they
nice
gave you
to.
something. They gave you options, and you just pick
Yeah,
one and you write about it. So
it did choose the easiest one, the simplest one. It was Coca-Cola, like something, but I chose the one which is very like it's an interesting one. It's intriguing one. It's triggering one. It's it's oh, I can probably even show you because like I mean why not?
you're not going to hit the easy button on this.
Yeah. So the one I chose was actually pretty cool. And I needed to analyze this, and do all of the analytical work. So how do I share the screen? And I'm gonna go with the entire screen. The second one, this one. This the ad I chose because you know me,
Ooh.
I love drama. This is an ad for men, while it's L'Oreal Paris, which is basically cosmetics and it's mascara, but it's like it's basically promoting to hire more women because your employee satisfaction will go up, and it's based on studies and all of that stuff. So this is the ad I chose because I'm not looking for an easy McDonald's or Coca-Cola, like a
Yeah,
burger
I
and
can't
stuff.
read the fine print there. It's hard to read.
Here, oh, it's just
Yeah,
about the
just
study that there was a study
gotcha.
conducted, blah 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 blah, 55,000
Okay.
professionals in 90 countries and all of that stuff. But I love this. You know me, like you. I love triggering. I love like something not normal,
You
abnormal.
like playing on the edge. You like playing with fire. I bet.
Yes, yes. And I had to like use the words, well, stereotypical thinking is when you see mascara, you think about women. But let me tell you something, you know.
Well, I've got a. It's not a hot topic, but it is a topic. It's a situation.
Okay.
So let's say you're at a demo, and the person running the demo is just not communicating things well. Like it's just a crash and burn, but they're like going real slow and still doing it. Like the computer's not sharing. When they do, go to the website they're demoing off, it doesn't work. You can tell they didn't even try this before the demo. They're just fumbling their way through it. What do you do, Sergey?
How long should I be there?
It's got a 10-minute time slot, and we're into minute 4.
And it's just not
And
working?
you're going next. You're going next. What
I'm
do you
going
do
next.
here?
What do you mean? After him?
Yeah, you're after the demo, so you can't leave. You're locked in.
Oh. Well, listen. I probably would maybe go to Q&A with the person. I don't know, like if somebody bombing, but what is it like? They're trying to, but the situation is not clear. What are they demoing and
They're
why?
demoing. It's a sprint demo. It's
Oh,
demoing work that they completed, or they should have
oh,
completed.
okay. Well, you interrupt them and you say, "Go prepare." And yeah, I would,
You would just chill. You'd be like, "Hey, you're obviously not prepared. You
I
need
would
to."
not say like this, but I would use like, listen. Of course, I can. When you and I talk,
Yeah.
I say crazy things, and I use. And I don't filter them. If somebody is
Yeah.
dumb, I call them dumb, right? When I talk with you. But in a setting, professional setting, obviously I would try to sugarcoat for you guys. For you Americans, for the sweet,
softies.
sweet softies. In my country, you would be like, "Yeah, you're not ready, leave." But I would say that just to save time, maybe you can just. I'm gonna go next, and you go and prepare the your part of the
So you would
demo. And
interrupt them. You would come off mute and turn your camera on and say, "Hey, well, your camera's already on, right? We know this
it's
about you."
always on. Yeah, I
And you would
would.
just interrupt and say, "Hey, like let me take a stab at let me do my demo, and you come back."
But it also depends on what position I am. If I'm like if it's a demo and I'm a QA lead and people who demoing also on the same level, then yeah. But if it's like my manager doing it, you know, I'm very good at politics at work.
You
So
just you watch things fall apart.
I would watch and I would like express that I'm so nervous for them.
Like with your face.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
like that.
I would be.
Listen, you cannot. You have to like think. If you just interrupt. Well, okay, what would you do?
So if I'm a individual contributor, um, it depends. It depends. If they're an employee that I don't believe should be at the company because they're not good at their job, I would let the train wreck happen. If they're just having a bad day, I would definitely just reach out and say, "Hey, I've got a demo ready if you want to take a few minutes."
Yeah.
If I'm the manager, I'm actually shutting it down. I'm be like, "Hey, like, why don't you let the next person go?
Yeah.
And maybe we come back to you, maybe we don't, you know?"
Yeah.
So, but it also depends on like where they're. Is it their first demo? Like, there's gonna be a lot of leeway, right? Did they
No.
just not prepare? Not gonna be much leeway. Like, I'm gonna just be very uh, straight, straightforward with folks, and
Yeah.
because if you do give someone who just is lazy and doesn't prepare, if you give them the benefit of the doubt, what's that telling the rest of your team? Yeah,
Yeah.
if you take it soft on them, right? You're basically
Right.
saying, up our bar that was here, no, it's really just down here. Like, that's
Hmm.
fine. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But you kind of have to make, like, especially if it's like a senior or mid and they've done this before and they know, like, you've seen good demos from them, and this is just not like my demo's not working, but like I'm just not prepared. Like, I didn't even try this. I
Hmm.
click on something and it blows up, and it's like, I don't know. I'm a little more harsh, I wouldn't say harsh. I would, in the meeting, right? I would just say, hey, let's move on to the next. But there would be a conversation afterwards, trying to
Hmm.
set the right expectation that this is where you're at. This is the bar we need to be at. And I think that goes with not just like demos, but any work that is produced by your team, right? I want to work with high functioning people. That doesn't mean like you have your off days, right? But if it's like happening second and third time, like, we have a problem. So,
Yeah. Well, first of all, you can always tell if a person knows what they're demoing, even when
yeah,
everything blows up. A person can literally just talk through the
yeah.
process.
Here's what should have happened.
This
Yeah.
is what I expected. I've seen it.
Yeah.
All of those. Like we know what it is. Second,
And there's been good demos where
yeah,
things didn't work, but you explained
absolutely.
why, what, how, and what will happen later today in the QA environment, right? When this is pushed. So,
Yes, yes, yes. You can always, but also like about having a bad day. Honestly, if I always prepare for my demos if I have to do one. Always, even if I don't prepare, if I even if I'm not preparing for the demo per se, I have enough experience with the product I'm gonna demo while I was testing manually, while I was writing automation, so I can, pull the screen and
yeah.
immediately like go and explain how it works. But if I had a bad day, I would actually let some people know and ask not to demo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is also like to be aware of your state is very very important because if and it's okay to ask for help. So if I
Yeah.
know that
100%.
I'm like super low on energy. Maybe I puked 2 hours ago, or I don't know, I got bad news delivered, or like I don't know, like something is off and I feel it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that, I would reach to like my coworkers or my manager and be like, hey, can you please demo this if you can, or just be straight with people and say that, you can't. And it's absolutely fine. It's way better
I agree. I
than
agree.
you going and wasting people's time on the call, and time is money, so by the end of the day it's still business, so we don't want to waste
That's right.
that. That's been a 15, so we don't want to waste anybody's time. Ciao. He froze.
I'm frozen. Why am I frozen?
You
I'm
froze
still
like
here.
that with you literally froze with the,
I
like
know.
this.
It was
So
only one heart that came out. I don't know what
perfect.
happened.
Yes, here we go.